Oh, DOUEr, what just happened? It is a carnage. Yes, these are the lines that came to my mind after the referee blew the final whistle at Allianz Arena in Munich yesterday night. The perpetrators of that carnage were PSG, Inter Milan was the victim, and the chief architect of that carnage was a 19-year-old teenage sensation DOUEr, who made a huge statement to the world with his dazzling performance on the biggest stage of European football, that is the Champions League final yesterday. When he gave a brilliant assist to Hakimi to open the account in the 12th minute, followed it up in the 28th minute with a goal which was a little fortunate, with a little deflection from a brilliant pass from Dembele, and thereby became the youngest ever goal scorer in the Champions League final, and then repeated it in the 63rd minute with a goal scored with clinical precision from a magical pass from Vitina to make it 3-0 and almost sealed the trophy for PSG. He made that statement to the football world, and that statement was that, now take note of me. You can't ignore me. I am the next big thing in the world football, and I will be the next big football superstar. It is just not Lamine Yamal who is going to go down as the undisputed teenage sensation. I am there. I am going to maybe start a rivalry with him, just like what Messi had with Ronaldo for a decade or two. And yes, if Mbappe announced to the world about his abundant talent in 2018 as a 19-year-old at the biggest stage of world football, that is the World Cup, I am here to make a statement to the world about my talent at the age of 19 at the biggest stage of European club football, that is the Champions League final. And he made that statement loud and clear. But with his goal scoring and performance, it didn't end yesterday night. PSG went on a goal scoring spree. Kvaratskhelia scored in the 73rd minute, followed by Mailu in the 85th minute to make it 5-0. So a historic Champions League maiden Champions League winning trophy night became a record-breaking night, because it surpassed the margin of 4-0 that AC Milan had over Barcelona in 1994. It became the biggest margin by which a club has won a Champions League final. And the drubbing that they handed over in the meantime to Inter Milan was almost comparable to the one which Bayern Munich had handed over to Barcelona in the 2020 Champions League quarter-final. By the way, that was that year where PSG had reached to the final and had such a heartbreak, losing the final to Bayern Munich. But this time, DOUEr and his teammates made sure that there was no such heartbreak, there was no room for any fight back from Inter Milan, and there was no chance for disappointment. Millions of their fans would be going away dancing and celebrating with joy, happiness, and tears of joy. And also their billionaire owners, the Qatari Sports Investment Group, and their minority partners, the actors partners, would have a pleasant and satisfying night, thinking that yes, finally what their global superstars after being paid millions could not achieve, a bunch of talented and gifted footballers with great spirit, with great bonding, with tremendous skill set and intensity, pace and work ethic instilled in them by their charismatic coach Luis Enrique, who had achieved similar glory for Barcelona in 2015, have managed to achieve, and they have managed to lay their hands on the most coveted trophy, the Champions League, which has been eluding them for so many years. So yes, a memorable night for PSG, and congratulations to them. And now a little bit about the Inter Milan team, which were the finalists. It was sad to see them getting thrashed and having such a humiliating defeat. But let's not forget, they have had a great season for most part of the year. And till 6 weeks back, they were in the hunt for a treble of their own. Then things started falling apart. They fell short of the Serie A title, and they fell short to defend it by just 1 point against Napoli. Then they were beaten by AC Milan, their arch rivals, in the semi-final of the Italian Super Cup, and finally that thrashing yesterday would have left them feeling devastated. But there is nothing to feel ashamed of, because for most of the part of the season they have been brilliant. And let's not forget that they were the only team, they are the team who have reached the 2 finals in the Champions League in the last 3 years. So Inzaghi has instilled in them great confidence and self-belief, which has ensured such great results in the last 2 seasons. So there is no reason for them to feel ashamed, and they should be believing that they can turn the tables next season and achieve much better results. So commiserations to Inter Milan and congratulations to PSG. All the best to PSG for the Club World Cup in US. Thank you.